Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Motzkis, and today is our Wednesday box opening.
Hey!
Hello!
All right, so if you are new to our channel, we are a mother-daughter duo. We have a quilt shop in Central Washington State. We have the largest quilt shop in Washington State. We have 5,000 square feet, over 12,000 bolts of fabric. Almost everything is online at fabricpatch.net. We also have a pattern line, a retreat village. We do quilting cruises, and we do lots of stuff on YouTube. So we do lots of tutorials, some blocks of the month. We do kind of a fun little Fabric Chat coffee with friends Wednesday morning. And I know that this morning I did not introduce us because who doesn't know? You're not going to sit there, through all of that unless you're friends. So I figure all of those people know who we are. But box opening is kind of fun because what we do is we open the boxes of the brand new stuff, some brand new that we've not seen before, and some things are reorders. But you get to see the things that have just come through the back door that's been delivered so that you can see it first and shop for it first. All of it can be found online at thefabricpatch.net. And what else was I going to say about that? Oh, and I know what I was going to say. If you really truly are, if this is your first time visiting us, we talk a lot. So we do open the boxes, and in real life, it takes us all day long to open the 8 boxes and look at them and talk about everything. And so we have the camera on only for a small portion of that. And so anyway, so bear with us. And if there's too much chatter going on, you can fast forward until you see something actually come out of the box. And in fact, one other thing before I forget to mention, because these are going to get buried, a couple of things. Thank you so much for more blocks. Those of you guys that are friends that did watch this morning, we had mentioned that our friend Lori Kirby did pass away. We knew she was terminal. I don't know that everybody knew that who didn't know, but Ben is very excited to get the quilt blocks, the finished quilt. We are going to finish it, send it to him along with all of the notes. He's excited for all of the friendships that he made here and the well wishes from you guys. So that is still happening. I think we got 4 more blocks today. So thank you for that. The other thing too, if you missed this morning, we have a special prayer request going out for Leah and Denny. For healing, comfort, and some opportunities maybe for some eye surgery for Denny. His one good eye has a cataract.
Yes.
And then the other thing that we opened is I wanted to show this too though. Man, she needs like a little shout out. Check that out. Did I maybe blur it a little bit?
It probably does.
Oh, sorry.
That's cool.
This is really, really cool. So Karen from Peoria, Illinois. So it's like amazing. She does this. She said her handwriting is equally beautiful. I swear she said that she did it in PowerPoint.
In PowerPoint?
Yes.
I will have to read that card.
You got one too. You didn't read your card? You got one, I got one, and Tracy got one.
I wonder where my special pile is. I will go find it.
We'll go find it. Because I want to see if yours is different. But she says, just in case you were wondering about the front of this card, it is how I avoid spending too much money on my fabric. Color instead. I make these digital quilts in PowerPoint using my favorite patterns and fabric lines.
Wow!
Then I use the digital quilts for cards, wall art for my home, and backdrops in my Bible study journals.
Wow! What a clever lady.
I know it.
Quilting with clicks.
I know. We should have her do some cover design for us.
Yeah.
Anyway,
look how awesome those look.
I know. So she was showing us what she's going to do with her batik fabric. And I just loved getting it. So thank you so much for that. And then the other thing that I wanted to mention. Can I back up one more time?
Yeah. Sure.
So the other reason that I want to mention this is so often we get super sweet cards and comments, whether it's something even about book club or gosh, the fabric was so beautiful. We always think we're going to write a card back and say, thank you so much for that card. That was just so beautiful. And, and we sometimes do. We kind of try to remember like birthdays and we remember certain things. But anyway, we just want you to know that if we've not, said thank you, we
appreciate all of them. So
appreciative. We love getting mail. We love getting the emails. We're just not as communicative as we should be, but anyway, as she should be.
Right, for me, for sure. I'm horrible at it. That's why I'm trying to open everything here. So I've said thank you verbally to somebody.
Thank you.
And knowing that card is not going to make it. Like the gal who made, was it Michelle? Who sent me the 2 boxes. She was cleaning up and it had cards.
Did you
and stickers.
send her a thank you card?
I found it in my computer bag with a stamp on it. It just never made it to the bam. See, that's my life though. It gets buried.
Did you finally?
Yeah, I did send it in the mail. So it's going to be 3 months late, but we did open it here. But yeah, that's why it just gets buried. If it's stuck somewhere safe, like, oh, I'm going to give this to Tracy because Tracy goes to the post office every day. It just never made it that far.
You know, that was my New Year's resolution this year. Interesting note, it was also my New Year's resolution last year. I even have a spot in my little journal because I do keep a daily, call log. I don't really want to call it a journal, but I just keep constant notes about everything. And I have a little section where I am supposed to do a card, and my goal is 3 per week. And I was pretty good that first week where I would write down, oh, I'm going to send a card to Lori. Oh, I'm going to send a card
someone who pops
to
up in your mind.
Indiana Jane, these people. And so I did it, and I think for like 3 weeks. Because it's like, I just want to sit down for a minute. I'm just going to send you a little note. My friend Roseanne is like that. She loves paper. And I love it. I love getting it. I love sending it. It's just that, in a minute. Yeah. I'll have time. So anyway, we love you guys, and we super appreciate the cards, the letters, the kids' packages, the dog toys.
Yes.
We love all of that. We're just super bad.
Yes.
All right. Carolyn.
Yes. So we have some of the patterns that sold out when you guys viewed her video, and then some of the ones that we were just out of when she arrived for retreat. So box fans. This was not a new one, but I think we saw it in all of her videos. So fan favorite, that one. Hinged.
And unhinged.
Yeah, and unhinged is the orange one that we had behind us a couple weeks ago. We still had some of those. Bailey's Illusions. This one's just pretty cool.
It is really
quick
cool. I've
way
seen that in a couple
to
of
make
colors.
kind of this labyrinth-ish.
Yeah, and it looks woven. It's pretty awesome.
It's a really cool.
It's beautiful.
Does a really good job. This one, Rhapsody. This one we just sell. It's really good for a beginner. If you're someone who is ready to move on from doing jelly roll races and using pre-cuts and cutting those things, yes, you can use pre-cuts with these, but it's also some extra blocks, kind of like Stash Buster or Beeline for Baby. Maybe a little more simpler because it's just 2 blocks in here mixed up. So, just another fun beginner one. Shattered Glass, probably one of my favorite ones.
Beautiful.
And that one, in 3 sizes. So.
And a little update on that. We'll talk about this again, probably multiple times. But Carolyn Hutchinson used to work here. Worked here for a couple of years, and then she moved a few years ago, just before COVID. She moved. Her husband was terminal, and they wanted to be closer to kids, kind of get all settled. And so he passed a couple of years ago, but she lives over in Boise. She teaches there locally at, I think it's called JK's. And she is a pattern designer. You can find her patterns on Etsy, or we have them here, either way, whichever is easiest for you. And she comes home.
Yes.
Once a year to host a retreat, and it is very well attended. She can get 26 people in there.
Yeah, that's amazing.
With her overhead projector, with her everything, and she is very well attended. And she's the queen of things. She keeps a really nice tight schedule. She makes sure there's plenty of time for shopping and doing other fun things. They have a class every day, and teaching time, and they have demonstrations, and she just does a really, really nice job. She is coming back again next year, but here's the really good part. She is also going to do a retreat for us.
Yes.
So, because we've talked about, well, do you have some spots for my people? She kind of doesn't. But because those people, just like our retreats, a lot of people come back.
Yeah.
People come back, and so then, the spots that are open can be limited. So next year, we are going to add a retreat to our repertoire, and it will be Carolyn. A guest teacher.
Yeah.
I'm still going to be out there hanging out, causing trouble.
Absolutely.
As will Brianna and Maisie and Harper. But
Harper will be in school next year. I mean, she's like super excited.
She is. She's going to be the teacher's
She's
assistant.
counting the days on her hands, and there's just not enough fingers to count the amount of days. She's so excited.
Gina noticed that Harper had signed her order.
Oh, yes.
Yes, she sent me a
She was
sweet little
helping
email.
Marge one day doing orders,
Yeah.
and I said, well, just put your name on it.
Yeah.
And she makes sure you write it really, because she can write it really good sometimes, and sometimes she gets bored and sloppy. And let's just make sure you write it good, but you can sign every single paper you touch. So.
She did. She had a clipboard. She had a clipboard, and she had a little clicky pen.
And click, 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 click.
Did you find that one, Marge? Okay, check, check. And Marge, I'm going to check this next one. Did you find this one yet? I'm going to check it. I'm going to check this one right here. And then she was always working a little faster than Marge was, because Marge was not keeping up.
It was pretty fun.
And then at the bottom, she'd write Harper. So it was pretty cute.
Yeah.
So be watching for those, because we have to put that girl to work. Because now, every day she says, you going to pay me? You have a job that you can pay me? It's like, absolutely, I'll pay you.
She gets paid $1 a day.
$1 a day.
Pretty good. She likes it.
She doesn't earn it.
I work way harder trying to just manage.
It's break time.
Yeah. Let's go for a walk.
Only for you.
Oh, see, the timer went off. I had to go sit down.
I know. You know what's really sweet is this little girl who, when she was first here, she did not like it when somebody talked to her.
Terrified.
And if a man talked to her, a husband who had wandered in, she would start to cry. Do not talk to me.
Even
Why are you
as
looking at
an
me?
infant. So even when Wyatt was
Yeah.
in his little seat, and even Maisie in her little seat bouncing, just watching, everyone was fine. Harper, you could not make eye contact with
No.
her. Or
No.
she would start screaming, except for
Except for Sigrid Vera's
his husband, Dr. Vera. This beautiful Indian man, and she was fine.
I don't know if it was the color of his skin. Gorgeous.
Or the
dark,
small
dark skin.
the accent
His
he
accent.
has. She would just listen to him all
She
day long.
loved him.
Anybody else?
No.
Woman, man, child, don't look at me.
No,
Crying. If you bent over, it's, oh, hi, how are you? No. Terrified of people. So much so, I think on her third year doctor's visit, she would scream the entire time we're in the doctor's office. When, Louie's doing, all of the make sure oxygen levels, all that thing. And then when Dr. Brezhnev came in, it was even worse, but she'd scream and cry the entire visit. I could not do Wyatt and Harper the same day because we couldn't do Wyatt, because she would cry the entire time. He said, hey, we're going to have to watch that.
Because
He was concerned that she would really have anxiety she would never grow out of it. So we did some things, and we started going to parks and actually walking through Walmart, not in the car, just holding my hand. So other things we had to try, and then, I don't know, just one day she woke up and decided to be nice.
It was
Like
it was
overnight.
overnight.
It was almost overnight.
Which was a really weird thing, But yeah, now she's fine. And now it's so funny. I just watch
She
it
almost
because I
doesn't
get-
have stranger danger now.
No, now it's like the opposite way. So now when she's here and hanging out with us, because she'll be out here a little bit more, because Maisie doesn't like her in her room. That is
No.
Maisie's room. Maisie's toys. Do not touch them. I don't need to share when I'm down here. So she boots Harper out of there all the time. So anyway, so Harper will be out here. And the other day there was just some husband. He's just wandering around like,
He did have a dog.
bantering his wife. Yeah, he did. He was carrying a dog.
Looked like a little Chinese
He was
crested.
carrying a gorgeous
Cute.
little,
Yes.
yeah, so ugly it was cute dog. And but he was just following his wife who was in here, and Harper was
They
giving him
found
the
out
tour.
they were looking for bugs and fruits and vegetables.
And she showed him every single piece in the store.
every single piece.
She said, wait, come this way. Wait, now come back this way. Wait, let's go back over here.
Zigzagging.
Yeah, it was.
They
pretty
were
fun.
troopers.
They were.
Even when they left, oh, she's really good. She talks really good. She was really fun. I said, well, thank you for appeasing her. You could have just said, hey, go find
I'm
your mom.
over it.
Leave me alone.
Who's your mama?
So you don't have to put her up with her because she's mine. But he was totally fine.
Yeah, she likes to help people.
She does.
So yeah, totally different. And at some
If you
point,
want to be helped the entire, from moment you step into the moment you step out, just tell her what you're looking for. Mm-hmm. You will have to follow her, though. She's not going to bring it to you.
and she's going to tell you if what you picked was wrong.
Yeah. And then we go show you something else. Yeah. That's her.
You retreaters that are coming, you're
You've
for
been
a
warned.
treat. Let's see.
Okay.
Treat.
All right.
Oh, thank goodness.
This is super noisy.
2-inch finished.
But yes, so I think that's actually the only thing in this one is the Easy Piecing Grid by 10 Sisters. We finally got our 2-inch finished grid in. So we still do have 1 inch finished, 1.5 inch finished, and even 1/2 inch finished grid. So if you're still making fun things or
And if you're not sure what
working on
this is,
summer projects,
check out a video. Can you link it in the description?
Yes.
Oh, here you go. We did for Quiltmas this year, last year, we did, that was what I did for my project. I don't have the quilt anymore, of course, because we gifted it. It went to Tennessee, right?
I think so.
Tennessee. But what it is it's just this really cool grid. It's the easiest way to do anything. It's absolutely fantastic. Every book comes with all of the directions right in the center of the book. And then all you have to do, every single panel is 9 squares by 14 squares down. So you just decide if you want them to be 2 inch finished, so you're cutting 2.5 inch squares. Or if you want it to be 1.5 inch finished, so you're cutting 2 inches squares, or whatever you want. And then, so like this one, let me find a cute one. So this one is like the one that's for kids. So if they wanted to put together a puzzle, basically is what they're doing. You just cut the squares for them. If they're too little to cut them, they put them where they go. You just press them down, and then it's super, super simple. You have to watch the video if you haven't seen it done. It just lays over perfectly, and you have this perfect 1/4 inch. All of your corners come out exactly right. And they all have this little math down here so that you can see that your only decision you have to make is how big do you want it to be, and that's the size that you would cut your squares. It's a great way to use up stash. It's really, really nice. So like for this particular one, this is just the six panels. And so if it's
everything, I think in the Quilts for Kids,
everything in this one is 6. Yeah. And so for this one, if you're using the 1 inch finished, it's going to be 27 inches by 28 inches before borders. You can add more borders to it if you want to. And the 2 inch finished would be 52 by 54.
I love that she did all the math. And
nice.
she even did the math for actual fabric in this one.
To tell you how much fabric
as you get to the other ones, she doesn't tell you how much you need for fabric because it's pretty scrappy. But knowing it's Quilt for Kids, knowing you're probably doing it with someone little, you guys can go shopping, get what you need, or go shopping in your stash and know what you need.
Yeah.
That's Harper's favorite thing. Eliza told the girls that she wanted to sew them a quilt this summer. And she was ready to go charge Mom's credit card. Mom, let's go. And I said, whoa, Eliza. Let's just go. I'll have Harper shop in my stash.
Yeah.
Aurora can shop in Mom's stash. And then it doesn't cost anybody anything.
Yeah.
So Harper just cannot wait to go shopping and figure out what she wants. These are the little 1/2 inch finished ones.
Yeah.
So both of these.
This is one panel.
I think this is half a panel.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, wait, maybe it is one.
Well, I know what you're saying. You're right. This is 9 by 14, but on this size, I think you get 4.
You might get 4.
You get 4.
The 1/2 inch is a tad bit different because, of course, it's value-wise. You know, if you only got this tiny little half a piece for $3, it doesn't seem quite fair. So they do add, I think you get almost 3 or 4 panels in the 1/2 inch one. Everybody else is just single, but yeah, they're just cute.
So it's just a 1 inch square.
And again, it's just scrappy. And then that wasn't a pattern. That was just lay it out, sew it together.
We just played.
See what happens.
This was in Pincushion Club, or it was in Mug Rug Club. It was one or the other.
Someone.
All right. Anyway, fantastic stuff. Can't say enough about it. Absolutely love to do it. Easy way to use up stash.
Yeah. A fun little summer project. If you have a week where the grandkids are coming over and you want to keep them busy,
Give them some squares.
Give them some squares. I use my muffin tin, so I can put all the blue in a muffin tin, and they can play, and I can just add to the muffin tin.
Painter's palette.
Yes, it makes it super easy. So this is just another Notion box full of good things.
Really good things.
Restocked Sashiko books. So this one, just the basic Sashiko about how to do it and what it's about. We've had this one before. It goes in and out pretty quickly, but super fun. Things to make, whether you're making a bag, a coaster, but patterns and stencils and ideas. And
we should have mentioned those of you that are taking the Borrow class with Tracy in a couple of weeks, you probably already have your kit. You should have your kit by now. Don't start doing crazy things with your thread. She's going to show you a special way to cut it.
Yes.
So you can look through it if you want to, but don't do anything with it yet. I think she's doing a little...
You're going to get an email the Monday. Let's see, what Monday is that going to be? That's going to be like the 27th. You'll get an email that says, hey, we'll see you Thursday this time. Here's the Zoom link to log in or whatever. You'll get that Monday, then you'll get it again Thursday morning as your reminder that at 1 o'clock you got a date. If your plans have changed between when you signed up and in 2 weeks, the Zoom class will of course be recorded, and you will get a link at the end of it. It says, thanks for hanging out. Here's some things Tracy talked about, and then you can always watch it later or watch it back again if you were interrupted or just wanted to see her do something again.
Yeah.
Everyone will get the link so you can see it. That's cute.
This is really cute. What's it called? Doodle stitching.
That would be me. I don't know if I could commit to.
That looks like the wrong side.
Yeah, that's cute. I see this all over.
Side?
That's like quite the little trend. Take all your scrappy bits, put a little piece of like fine grid tulle over the top of it, do some stitching it down. Oh, that's quite the thing. I've seen a lot of that.
See, I love this. Look at that little grid, and you put all your little.
Yeah,
I cut it.
I'd be a doodler because I'd be bored doing the same thing. And I might need to change the color,
Well, I like that because how bored would you be? That's just one stitch.
Yeah, I could do that. So I like the idea of
a calendar.
Changing it. There is the ultimate stiletto. Pretty color. So a nice grippy handle and your nice point. And it's not like a super sharp point. So if you're trying to point out a corner, whether you're doing binding or bag or pillow flip, this is not sharp enough where it's going to pierce your fabric. It's more rounded. So it's not super, super sharp.
One more thing. Look at this one. Look at that.
Cute. Look at those little French knots.
Reverse space. That makes me happy.
It's pretty cute.
All right.
Another seam ripper. So again, another cute one. It's nice and grippy, more ergonomic. It does have your basic seam ripper, and then it also has a nice little cap. Yeah, on there. Cute.
I think these were new.
They look new. I don't know if I've seen them before.
Yeah.
The hummingbird needle threader, we have these in blue. This one is now green, and it's a really, really small. So for those really small-eyed needles or the thin threads that you like to use, if you like to use an 80 or 60 weight thread, this will thread your needle and be able to grip that thread really nice. Let's see here. Pattern.
Oh, Crown and Anchor. We had this before. And
I think Barbara made that one.
Asking. Yeah. This is a fun pattern. This is by Doug Lako, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug Lako. Really fun. I think the whole thing is done with the layer cake. Am I right? No, fat quarters.
I think it's fat quarters.
It's done with, for a throw size, 20 fat quarters. Yikesy.
But again, that's also,
background.
or 10 half-yard cuts, or a mixture of,
It really is cute. It's beautiful and striking in person. It's like these little, half stars. It's pretty cute.
And these are some hardware kits from Sally Tomato.
Oh, I was thinking we should have some of these on hand for the purse. So we have a bag retreat that's coming up.
The first 2 weekends in June.
Yeah. So the first weekend in June is the first one, totally full waiting list. The second one, which happens to be over Father's Day weekend, we do now, because of a family emergency, we do have 2 spots that have just opened up in that. So if you didn't know before, or because I think we've looked on our waiting list. Oh, I better check to make sure. But
if you're interested, shoot us an email.
Or if it is available to purchase in your cart, do it. Take it. Mm-hmm. Take it. Because, there's... and that's going to be really fun. We're doing 3 different bags. There is an $85, $89 kit fee because everything, all of your patterns, all of your hardware, all of your zippers,
the 3 bags,
lining,
we're giving you everything to make those bags.
Every single thing.
Only because if you've never made a bag before, there's a lot to it. And instead of coming to the shop and purchasing it or hoping you find what you need at your local shop and bring it, we want everyone to have 100% success rate.
Yeah.
So that we all have the same things sewing. I'm even going to pre-quilt your fabric for you so we don't have to do that step. and sew it all together. And then if you loved it, you can come to the shop, do some shopping, get what you need, and know exactly how you want to adjust that. If you feel like you need to make it bigger, you want to change how your hardware looks, that's doable. But there's a lot of people who have not made bags before who are ready to make bags. So we wanted, of course, to be successful. And the hardest part is finding the right thing. It's just kind of like Southern cooking. If you don't have the right butter or the right flour, it might not.
It's not going to work.
Yeah. So these are just bundle packs. So Sally Tomato puts these together. You get zippers on a roll, plus the pulls, and then all of the D-rings and sliders and clips and stuff.
And it comes in 4 different colors. So there's, of course, the brass, the nickel.
And there's also
antique,
and
gunmetal, which is that really cool.
And there even looks like you have a rose gold.
Oh, rose gold.
So there's that one. And I love that's all in this cute little toolbox. It keeps
You can just keep refilling it.
Yeah, here's rose gold.
Oh.
This one's hard for them to keep in. I can't always get rose gold.
I can see why.
It's beautiful.
Sorry. Not everybody likes the sound of plastic. Sorry about that. Oh,
pretty.
It is nice.
And even, I love that they're also the feet. But it does tell you what everything is in there. And then gunmetal, which is, of course, like black hardware. But it's pretty great.
Awesome.
So,
if you end up buying these, we will have more for the bag retreat. But
but those. I have one more big thing in here. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's just seam rippers.
Oh, it's fine. It's a funny size box.
Yeah. All right, that was everything.
All right.
It's a big heavy box.
It's a big heavy Hoffman box.
Ooh, it's not batik. Did you guys guess batik?
Well, that would have been a good guess.
That's what I would have guessed.
But no. Oh, man.
These are beautiful. They do batik and floral beautifully.
Look at that.
That's gorgeous. Look at that.
You have to
stack
know.
and whack.
And it's not still going to be here. I'm doing a big stack and whack class in June. This won't be here.
And some Call of the Wild panels.
And it won't be nearly as beautiful what you're going to see here as it is in real life, but
yeah,
look at
in
that.
person, I'm sure it's 100 times prettier.
Oh.
And they have that one in that rich eggplant background. Can you see that? Gorgeous.
Gosh.
Okay, we're gonna get plastic off. Google it. I have a Call of the Wild panel.
I know what that nose is.
No, it's
a little otter.
So I think you think it's an otter. I think it's gonna be a fox.
We think it's a fox?
Look at those whiskers.
Oh, it is a fox.
Whatever it is, he's cute.
Oh my gosh. Kelly Bergeron
Yes.
saw a lightning bug for the first time last night.
Oh.
She texted me. It was like, she goes, oh my gosh, I just saw a lightning bug. 3. Her husband, who was raised with them,
wasn't excited.
No.
At least she has someone like you. She can text.
I know. I said, oh my gosh,
over them.
that is incredible. I was super excited about it. And I told her, I said, that's as exciting as seeing the Northern Lights. And so then, which I have to tell you about this. I told her that I was going to tell you guys about this on Wednesday. So, more about Kelly for just a second. Her husband was one of the people who thought that everybody has seen fireflies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a lot of people, and I think we
didn't realize it was regional.
Didn't realize that somebody said there's none west of Kansas that they only like very, very high humidity. They don't like the desert air out here, so that's why we've never ever seen one. So Kelly saw her first 3. So anyway, so it started this whole conversation. I said, "Oh my gosh, that's like crazy." And so I said, that's as cool as seeing the Northern Lights. And so she says, oh, did you see them? Because of, the big solar storm, I think everybody saw them. Saw the Northern Lights. Here is a funny thing that I did not ever realize, and this is very, very important. So I have even been to Iceland to see the Northern Lights. Oftentimes they'll say, oh, the Northern Lights, you can see them tonight. So we'll go out and look. And when you go out and when you see them, all you kind of see, all I have ever seen, is this funny, it's like a white, Tracy describes it as dripping. I would describe it as like a haze. It almost looks like it's a night cloud.
Right.
That's what you see. You kind of see this well, why can you see a cloud at night? That's what you see. With the naked eye, that's what you see. And it's like,
Yes.
well, that's nothing. Why do these people see purple and pink and massive purple, massive pink, and green and blue? We've never seen that before. It is with their cameras. So what they do is they showed me, Devon said, oh, let me show you with your phone. This is what you do. You hit this button, put it all the way over there. Hit this button, put it all the way over that way. And you put it up and you're able to see it. That is true. So the phone can see it by doing some little presto changeo, but with your eyes,
Naked eye.
you do not see that. So then I thought,
So wait, for the movies, so my Alaska Girls, can you see that beautifulness with your naked eye in like Alaska?
I want to know because I feel
Because I've always wanted to go to Alaska to see the Northern
it
Lights in
doesn't look
Alaska.
like that.
It doesn't?
Well, here's the funny thing. After he said that, and then that night when we looked again, it's like, and then I tried it and I did the thing, and I thought, okay, wait a minute. I feel like I am not really seeing Northern Lights. I am doing some weird refractory thing to make it all up in the camera. So I'm not sure what's happening. But so here's what happened is I was remembering back when we went to Iceland. So we get on this big bus. We drive out to the middle of nowhere, you know, and the guy gets out and he's explaining what the Northern Lights are and blah, blah, blah. You know, Iceland, I don't know what all. And it's all late and we're tired and drinking. I don't know what we're doing. And so he goes out and he sets up the camera and he says, well, here's what I'm going to do. I have the camera teamed on the night sky and I'll let you know when you can see them. And I know. And at the time I'm thinking, too much wine for me, because I kind of wasn't really thinking about it. And so he kept going out and he would check and other people would check and I'd look and I think, well, can't you just like look?
Yeah.
Why does he have to look into the camera? And I never really thought about it. I just thought, okay, maybe he can see it from farther away
And know they're approaching.
and know that it's coming.
Yeah.
I mean, I never asked. I just very trusting. It's like, okay, well, he has to look in the camera and find it. That's why.
That's why you have to look out through it.
So I agree with Brianna, Amanda, Linda.
If we're laying out in the snow, are they going to dance?
Do you see what we see on the cartoons and on the movies?
Yeah.
Do you see with your naked eye?
What we see in Balto?
Do you see purple, green, pink, yellow, whatever? I don't know what the colors are.
Yeah.
I saw these beautiful pictures all over Facebook,
Gorgeous
and it's like,
pictures.
oh, no. When you looked up, that is not what you saw. I can tell you because I saw it, and that is not what you saw. You saw a cloud in the night sky. So,
Yeah.
I have questions. I have
We want
lots
to know
of
we can
questions.
see with our eyeballs.
We want to know because is it really? I mean, I don't know. I feel funny about it. I feel like it's not. I mean, I don't know.
Right, that could be artificial.
It's absolutely artificial.
This
I
would
mean,
be-
it's like artwork, right? If you traced the picture, then colored it, is it the same thing as if you drew it?
And then colored it. Right.
Not the same thing.
Yeah. More questions.
We want to know. So, our Alaskan, Northern
Because
Canadians.
it makes you wonder, the first person who saw the Northern Lights, was it really someone with a telescope? Or was it someone who was just walking and like, oh my gosh, look how cool that is?
Yeah.
The Eskimos had to have seen it first. And they didn't have anything like that.
No.
Questions. Just
They saw clouds in the night sky. I don't know. I have more questions, and I feel a little.
And we have to have it
feel
in
a little ripped off.
in quilter words, because if an astronomer comes and talks to us, we're gonna have an idea what he is saying to us.
Susan Lee,
Hook us up, babe.
you're on it. I know you are. I know you are. You're Texas, but I want you to be invested in this because I
we
want to
need
know.
answers.
That's right. We're gonna take some plastic off.
Okay. We will start with the panels.
Beautiful.
Yeah, the fabric is
The fabric.
Stunning.
Here's my worry: is that you guys will immediately dash over to the website to order this fabric before it's all gone. I'm not saying that. I'm not
You'd be
saying that's a
wrong.
bad decision to do that because it is not going to be here very long. But be sure and come back.
Don't forget about us.
Yes. Oh, welcome back.
Right?
Because we have more to show.
Yes.
So-
3 of the bolts that were in here were also some of the Dream Big panels. So the big dahlias.
And I was looking, so this one, I think we call it 3-seam quilt or something. I don't remember what we call it, but we took 3 of these panels, and the 2 of them I cut in half on the diagonal, and then the other one I kept in the center, and then I just put...
It's just like this exploding dahlia.
It was
really
a great
pretty.
big square in a square. Like the easiest thing ever that you could do. And so you just need 3 of these panels. And it, gosh, what does it make it? It seems like it makes it like 88 by 88 with no
big,
borders.
queen size, super fast.
It's humongous.
This one is Tide Pool.
Tide Pool.
And then the very coveted poinsettias.
This one will go super fast.
I already have some of these pre-sold.
Yeah, some people have been waiting for this.
Red with the deep green, hunter green background.
Oh,
And then the dark green with the ivory.
and is
white
it poinsettia or poinsettia?
So yeah, equally pretty. And they are 45-inch square panel.
Humongous.
And then Call the Wild.
We have a varying amount of Call of the Wild. Some we might only have like the bison. I think there's 1 left, and there's a couple. Some there's more, but we never say no to the Hoffman Call of the Wild.
does such a good job.
Oh, because we have another horse one, don't we?
Yeah, I think it's just one big horse. Horses in the snow. Love it.
It's beautiful.
Super pretty.
Can you see that?
So 45 by, or 36 by 45.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And then the
This little guy.
otter who decides he's a fox.
I think he's a fox.
He's a fox.
He's
He's totally a fox.
Look at him!
Oh my gosh.
He's mischievous. He is doing something naughty.
Oh.
I love it.
He's fantastic.
Oh. He is awesome.
I love him.
He's
perfect. Cute.
He is perfect.
People talk a lot about what does the fox say?
Yes.
That whole screaming thing. The book that we just read, they were talking about it. But
I really need to hear a fox
I know.
in real life.
Yeah.
Because when we were at the cabin, Eliza was 5 when we heard a cougar scream.
yes.
That was the scariest moment in my entire life.
Yeah.
Because then we thought, like, oh my God, did the kids get out?
Yeah.
Did they go wandering?
Yeah.
And then the next morning, of course, we went investigating and we knew where he was. But,
Yeah.
ooh, that is the scariest sound in the world.
Yeah, that's true.
When you're not realizing what that is.
Yeah. At least in the Pacific Northwest. I mean, maybe you guys have other,
They're gonna be scary things.
grizzlies or something. I don't know, but we got cougars.
Scream, woof, does.
Yes.
Sounds like a child screaming.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to open this up. This is so
pretty.
beautiful. It's a tiny little line. We only got 1 bolt of each of these. It's going to go super fast. We are not going to do any kind of pre-cuts because we just kind of can't cut into it. 15 yards of each of these is not going to be enough as it is. So that's why we're choosing to not do pre-cuts. So this is, of course, the one that I had held up with the white background and these big, beautiful flowers. Oh my gosh.
On a bright white.
Bright white. Nice solid
It is
white
called
background.
Botanical Charm.
Botanical.
Which is,
And then I'm going to do this one next.
yeah, same prints. Oh, this one's bigger.
No, this is bigger.
Totally different.
This is different.
Almost bouquets.
It's different, and it's also kind of directional. Can you guys see that? Am I holding it right for you?
You don't really have to hold it, really.
You don't think so? Man, it's beautiful. Man, look at the aster. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, so then there's one other one. What is this one? This one is even different still. This one is more sparse.
And this one it's purple. It's looking like it comes through a little bit blue. But it's purple.
Purple, and it could be maybe it's not even periwinkle. It's purple. Yeah, it's purple. And yeah, this one is different, more sparse.
And the images you see on the website might be a little different image because, of course, they are the images I get directly from Hoffman.
Yeah. And also this background, can you see there's little
we can see
shadows of things. That is gorgeous. And then this one even different still. A smaller, sparse. piece, smaller scale. So you can see the size of this one versus this one. And kind of a lavender, mottled lavender. Gorgeous. You know, if all of these would really work as a focus print.
Yeah,
so if something is sold out, they're all absolutely gorgeous. And then this one is similar to that last one that we just saw. It's just that it's on a white background. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Boy, you could just do some great big pieces and not do anything else with it. And then there's two really nice little supportive purples. What's the name of this?
This one's called Purple, and it's called like Linen 5000 or something.
Yeah.
It's just a basic from Hoffman. So it's the linen texture, but of course it's 100% quilter's cotton. And this one is called Sweet Pea. Kind of a pinky purple.
Yeah, but you can see with the fabrics how nice it looks. And this, didn't get enough of this. That's beautiful. I'm going to do it this way so you can see it. Man, that's beautiful. I can't believe we only got one bolt of each of these. That makes me sad. Makes me sad.
Gorgeous.
Really, really, really pretty. Okay, Botanical Charm.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
All right, we're going to clean this up and head for another box.
Okay, welcome back. Some of you guys have been shopping Hoffman fabrics. Some of you maybe are doing some Northern Lights research. You know what I think is funny about that is I think it's funny that no one has ever said, oh, I got this shot. I don't remember ever reading, that's not what I saw, but my camera picked up this. But I do remember seeing somebody saying I could only see it through my camera.
Oh.
And I didn't know what that meant when they said that. I do know now. Anyway, so hopefully we're doing some research.
This box says Mira Batiks on it.
Oh, look at that one.
Oh, wait.
Oh, there's lots of plastic.
There's another back over it. It's like it's another seal. Oh, because there's no plastic on the bolts. I love it when they do this.
Oh, that's nice.
Clothworks does this, and apparently Mira Batiks. They'll just shrink wrap everybody. I think it's also
Mira Batiks, and well, Hoffman has plastic, but their plastic is biodegradable.
And sometimes Clothworks will just do enough plastic to line the box to keep your fabric clean, which I really like. So I'm going to go around and we'll just show them out of the box.
Let's just show you as we take them out of the box.
Yeah,
How
they're
fun will that be?
batiks, so yeah.
This is beautiful. So this one is, everybody went gaga over that great big huge purple dahlia that we saw when we were in Indonesia. This is not it, but this is equally lovely. This is absolutely gorgeous. And then
I love it in that green color too. You don't
know.
usually see florals in such a masculine color.
oh, that is stunning.
I feel like through my camera and in real life, it looks just as
It
good.
looks pretty good. Good, good, good. And this will not be here long
Dragonflies.
because it's dragonflies. Everything dragonflies, super, super popular. Beautiful.
Love it.
And then we just have a nice little supportive tone-on-tone green. I'm thinking it probably goes with this one, yeah. You need them both. Beautiful. Okay, and then there's this gorgeous, gosh, can you see the texture on there? It's almost like
Looks like
boughs,
pine needles.
yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
But it's super dark.
Beautiful. Super dark.
Navy dark with little hints of maybe purple.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Right? Really, really pretty. And then, okay, change gears just a little bit. Instead of florals, look at this. What is it, bubbles?
Yeah, it looks like bubbles. Improv seaweed.
Ooh.
Gosh, I'm a sucker for batik.
I know it. No wrong
I'm a
side.
sucker, guys.
Saturated color. Super, super nice. This one is super sweet.
I love that one.
It is
What
just
an awesome background.
I know. Look at all that color. It's just pastel, very sweet. I love that.
Yeah,
If you're
subtle.
wondering, yes, it does look nice with that.
Here's the green one just in case.
Yes, it's nice. It's just really nice.
Yeah.
I like it. Like it, like it. Nice little blue.
Waves. I love the texture.
Nice blue, has a little bit of purple in it, a little bit of teal, a little bit of everything.
That pretty jewel tone.
Really nice.
All right. We couldn't have a box of pink.
I know, without red.
And this is the same. You can totally see this texture way better. Same textures, guys.
Yeah.
So same texture, just a navy or kind of that really raspberry, beautiful color.
And my guess is that when we were, and who knows, it could be that there's 3 more boxes coming that things get separated and we're going to go, oh, I know what that went with. So maybe there's not a lot of fuchsia or pink in this particular one, but
Maybe in the next box.
Doesn't matter. It's good just to add to our room. So,
Yes.
All right, are we moving this? We still have something else?
Yeah, I have some weird.
I have a weird box.
Yeah.
I have a weird box. Okay.
So I had an extra long, skinny Free Spirit box. And I don't know if you guys knew, but we were able to reorder. They only had 2 bolts left in stock, and I bought them.
And notice how long.
He's like, Erin, sign me up.
And notice how long ago that was, because I think that we saw this.
Gosh,
it
a
had to have
month
been
ago?
over a month ago, and when we filmed it and looked at it and said, "Oh no, one bolt was not enough," before it even aired. So the day before, we called and said, what do you have left in the warehouse? And in the warehouse, there were these 2 bolts. We ordered it, and that's how long it took. So that whole reorder thing. The only reason I mention that is because oftentimes people will say, oh, can you order me my own bolt of solid black or my own bolt of banana yellow, which is the fig tree cream or whatever. Happy to do that, but it's funny that it takes so long.
Yeah. And it's funny, it makes sense because, I mean, we were just telling them recently that the USPS, the basic postal, their priority is no longer 3 to 5. It's like 5 to 8, which is not quick, really. And I feel like also UPS and FedEx are slowing down, which is what it is. I mean, I think there's so much mail order right now that they can only work so hard, so fast, and so long. Yeah. And I'm sure everyone is looking for people to drive truck and have those special licenses to be able to drive them, but
yeah.
And also note that there were only 2 bolts left in stock, so they really do print to order. So all the reps come out, place all their orders. Free Spirit calculates all those orders and decides, oh, and maybe they started with 10 and we were the tail end of the reorders, who knows?
Maybe somebody canceled their order between ordering because we see it and 6 months later it comes.
Yeah, so sometimes they don't have extra bolts. It's usually very rare that we are even lucky enough to get 2 bolts. So I know there's a few of you that had called and said, hey, if you have more, so hopefully you already got that email or that text or that phone message that it's available, because now you're fighting with the rest of the world.
TikTok.
And this one's, of course, the 108.
Yeah. 108 wide, which means that on that 12-yard bolt, most people get 3 yards, so you get 108 by 108. So 4 people will get that fabric. So that's why we ran out so quickly. We have, though, I think, and people say this to us all the time, I think that we have more 108 than a lot of shops do.
I think so, too.
But I think it's because between Barbara and Brittany and Paula and everybody, that we have a lot of long armors around here.
And that could definitely make the difference. If the quilt shop that's in your area doesn't have a long armor, they have frequent their shop, or maybe they're not a drop-off spot. Yeah. I could see where 108s aren't as, of a necessity. We have a lot of quilts that come in to be quilted, so it just makes it that one step easier for the person who's dropping their quilt off. If you don't have time to piece a quilt, or if you we have a lot of people that do Super Kings, you know who I'm talking about, who like to do really big ones, whereas it's way easier to get a big chunk of 108 than it is to piece to make a huge quilt.
One other thing that I want to mention about that with the quilting is that we've talked a lot, at least lately, about Brittany and Jordan being down here. and Jordan and Brittany being the Innova dealers. And she's down here a lot, and she rents out her machine. So those of you guys that are coming for a retreat,
you should try it.
You know, if you're coming a day early, staying a day later, or just in the evening, she'll do some evening appointments for you. But the other thing that I just want to mention is that she stays totally caught up on her quilting. I mean, we've had people that have come in and dropped it off on a Friday.
Turnaround.
Very, very quick turnaround. And they can pick it up. So the other thing that you guys can do is you can bring your quilts up with you when you come up for a retreat. Leave them, and if you're not able to take them home with you, she will ship them to you. Your other option is ship them here and take them. Oh no, don't take them home done, because that's a lot of bulk. That's going to fill up your suitcase.
Or
either way,
however you want to. Yeah,
however you want to. She's pretty caught up, and she'll get those done.
Also, keep in mind for the bag retreaters, you could schedule your rent the long arm to long arm your
quilted fabric.
Because I'm going to quilt the fabric just enough for you guys to do your kits, but I won't have time to, of course, quilt it for you while you're here. But if you've already booked your appointment, you can already know, like, oh, I'm totally quilting this. Or if you don't have time to quilt yours at home before you come, or you're worried, how am I going to get it shipped because it's so bulky, you can always make your appointment to quilt it yourself with Brittany.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to do it on your
domestic.
You can totally do it on your domestic machine. No big deal, but
options.
you'll see how cool and fast it is on the long arm.
Call us, email us.
Yeah. Okay. Weird box number 2.
Weird box number 2 has a lot of weird stuff in it.
Yeah.
But reorder stuff. So one is, of course, our Washington Cougars.
Mm-hmm.
Is that upside down?
I thought it was
Cougar
a toss.
fabric. It's a toss.
Awesome. And then if you're on the other
I
side,
think it is a little directional.
Other side of the mountains, don't worry, we got you. Huskies. Cute.
For Wazoo people.
Oh, it was upside down the whole time. Wow. It was right side up for us.
On this, I know. See, it gets me every time. Is that right? Okay. Little baby dog.
That's so cute. All right, and also potatoes.
Boy, we go through a lot of potatoes.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, that quilted
I like this one's fabric. A mix of red and russet.
Yeah. And then I remember this fabric. The reason I remember it is because I remember that the color is called poison.
It's called poison green, and it's just a few prints that are just green on green, black with green, and
we do not have. We sell a ton of green and brown. Third is probably reds of the colors that, I mean, don't get me wrong, we have a lot of fabric like that.
We can't even count purple because you guys buy it so fast it's not even on one. It's not.
Yeah, it doesn't have its own section.
Yeah, it doesn't. But yeah, greens. It's a thing.
Yeah, this is poison green.
So this guy, I don't know if you guys can see that very well.
Can you see it?
It is like a super true green on a black.
And the little design, it's almost like coral. Would that be how you would describe it? Coral.
So this is going to go on the color wall, but if you search poison green, these will pop up. This one has a little bit of yellow. That creates that little zigzag in there.
And the color, it really is beautiful. It's very rich. If you have any of like the Morris and Company, any of those that are a little bit darker, these would all go really, really well with that. If you're kind of not sure, I know, that one's fantastic. If you're not sure, it's looking really Kelly green.
It's true green with bright yellow flowers on it.
You can text us or put in your notes. Just say, "Hey, can you show me that with this other one and see if it's the right color?" We can text you pictures or FaceTime.
This one's just super cute. I think this is a good stash filler piece. It's
that's
black.
A navy blue. Do you think that's black or is that navy blue? Where's my glasses?
That's totally black.
I think it's navy blue.
I don't know. Here's no, it's black.
It's black.
This is a Gonzaga t-shirt. But it's really fun. It's a two-tone like polka dot. So really fun, just kind of kid novelty print, but I think it's a good stash.
Polka dots are popular.
Super popular. All right.
All right. Gosh, is that it? Oh, I'm so tired.
That's a lot.
I don't know how long it's been for you guys. It's been all day for us.
Yeah,
all day.
That was good.
So I don't even remember what we saw. What did we see first? Notions.
And books.
More Sashiko stuff.
Of course. And again, those emails and Zoom links will be coming to next week, so you'll get a couple reminders. So you make it, otherwise it'll be recorded and you can watch later. Hoffman Floral.
Hoffman
like
Floral.
What's under the boutique right there?
Botanical.
Botanical Charm.
Botanical
Gorgeous.
Charm.
It will go fast. So again, if you do not see it on the website, it has already sold out. But all of those pieces are gorgeous. All of those pieces will work as a focus.
Whatever's left, get it.
Get it. If you want any coordinates to go with it, like some extra purples or
Oh, yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
put in your notes. We would gladly do some shopping for you and text you some pictures for you guys to okay for us.
Happy to do that. But place your order first, put it in your notes, and then we'll add to that.
Right. You've got to we can't
yeah.
save it unless we, The only way to claim it is to buy it first.
Yeah.
And then the Mira boutiques. Those new ones will be in the boutique section. They'll be the first things you see, and then you'll see everything else available as you go.
And Call of the Wild panels.
Call of the Wild. We got a fox and some horses. The poinsettia, Dream Big, and the dahlia. Some new colors. So those of you that are waiting for the poinsettias, those will be headed your direction.
Yeah. And then the grid.
Yes. Easy
10
piecing
Sisters
grid.
grid.
Yep. 2-inch finish is finally
And
back
if they
in stock.
search for that, do they type in 10 Sisters or easy piecing?
Easy piecing is the easiest way. 2 words.
Okay.
Otherwise, there is a 10 Sisters category that will be in the What's New section for you.
Okay.
That you can see everything we have available, all the sizes plus the books. And then, our Strange box, Huskies and Cougars, if you're local fans or have someone who's coming this way for college, will be in the sports section. Potatoes are in the food section. And then I'm going to put the greens in the color wall. And I'll put all those categories up in the up front, in the What's New, so that you guys can find it easily.
Yeah. And then one little tiny thing, because you guys are going to ask, Tracy's not here today. Tracy went back to see Dr. Payne.
She's got some pain.
She got some pain.
Yeah.
You know, her
weird
foot.
pain.
So remember, a while ago, she went in to see the doctor because of her foot. Found out her foot she had a broken bone in her foot.
That was already healing.
Already healing. As far as they could tell, they thought that it had happened sometime around the end of January. So she'd been walking around on a broken foot for 4 months. And then for some reason, she's really tough.
Yeah.
And she stands all day.
Yeah.
All day. Well, then for some reason it has started hurting her a little bit more.
Maybe this is probably going on week 2.
Yeah, we noticed that she flinches.
We told her she
sometimes.
had to call him. And
So she
figure out what's
is gone
happening.
today. She's doing that. So just prayers for Tracy. And I know she loves the little
notes.
messages. And prayers for us that he doesn't say, "What? You stand all day?"
No light duty. We'll have to get one of those
Wait, what?
special dentist chairs that raise her up. And
I
raise her
know.
down.
You're not staying home, sister. We're getting you a chair.
We're going to go shopping.
Yeah, that's right. You're coming to work. Yeah, people need their fabrics.
We can even get a little crane to elevate it if it needs
Will do.
elevated.
Harper can help her.
Right. Harper's dying
We know.
to put stickers on things.
Harper wants to be the boss. Harper can put those stickers on.
Yes.
It'll be fine. So yes. And one other tiny little thing that we just want to say is that we had went out to get something and we got the tail end of a really sweet message from Helen. Helen, thank you so much. It's just so nice. Then we had to go back and listen to the whole thing. That's really nice. Thank you so much. You know, it was a long message and very heartfelt, and thank you so much. But I just want to say we are all smiling, and it makes us happy because we really do mean it when we say our friends and our people. We recognize your guys' names.
Yeah.
You know, we love hearing from you. We love your little comments, and we are happy that you're happy. We're happy to make things right. And my goodness, you know, we had over 300 boxes that were going out over the Mother's Day stuff, and we had a few little slip-ups.
Yeah.
But
we were glad we were able to make it right and make you happy.
Yes.
So
Wait, what?
We appreciate the call.
That went to Allison and not Allie?
Yeah.
Wrong one, you know, or whatever. But we're glad everybody is happy and just want to say thank you. Again, that's another example of we don't send out our thank you cards and don't acknowledge. So thank you. That was really sweet of you. We appreciate that. So, all right. Next time you guys see us, will they see us before Sunday?
I don't think so. I'm going to try to do some filming on my own because I owe them a couple things.
Anna might be here.
Yeah, so I'll cheat. Either I'll attempt to record myself as trying to teach you something, or Anna might help me out because I know I'm due to show you guys some things. But
yeah, you have to show them the finishing.
I need to show them the finishing, and I also owe you guys Winding Ways. I have all of mine ready to show you, and it's going to take me longer to film it than it is for you to actually watch it, but I know. So maybe I'll do some filming so you can see me later in the week. Otherwise, they won't see us till Sunday with maybe some new friends.
With some friends. We'll see.
I'm excited.
Who we can lure in front of the camera.
Hopefully a tally of how much butter we've used so far for Southern Comfort.
Right.
I'm excited to end tally because last year was phenomenal. And I'm just...
It was such good food. It's still going to be a whole lot of butter. A whole lot of butter. It is. And Jan corrected me. It's not bacon grease. It's bacon drippings.
Dripping. That's...
Oh, no. The way she says it. Drippins.
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 That sounds way better.
It sounds better.
That doesn't sound as bad.
No, everybody cooks with bacon drippins.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other fun thing, see, I can always say there's just one more thing, but I know that a lot of you guys are just hanging out with us, and
that's okay.
You're done shopping. You can pause, order, come back. One more thing that I think is super, super sweet is that several of you guys that have watched and you've met somebody on the box opening.
The
it's like,
shout-outs.
I recognize you. Oh, I know. I saw you in a box opening. So Allie has been recognized multiple times, and a bunch of people have, which I think that's really fun. I love that, we're such a tight-knit community that
and I love also you end up seeing people at different shows. QuiltCon, we got texts of pictures of, hey, and the people you run into that you know from the Fabric Patch world, and I think that's just great. I think it's very cool.
We're going to start advertising and announcing pretty soon that we are going to be in QuiltCon next year.
Yeah.
We have a booth, a double booth, and we're going to be there in California in January. We're going to be there. And we're super excited to hook up with some people down there. And
it'll be
fun.
We're excited.
Anyway. All right, now we really are going to let you go. Bye. So see you Sunday. Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.